Good evening once again and welcome to UBC News Tonight. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha. In our top stories of the day, the Vice President, Major Retired Jessica Lupo, has underscored the foundational role of education in shaping individual destinies and the trajectory of the nation. She says education is the foundation of a person, their growth, vision, change and transformation, stressing that it remains the strongest weapon to defeat poverty. She thanked the NRM government for fostering an enabling environment for improved education standards, especially in rural areas and districts like Katakwi. She added that academic success must be matched by strong values instilled at home.
Who is in Hoima now, drilling oil and gas in the rig, is doing that because of education. The engineers who are mining gold, silver, diamonds, and adding value to them are doing that because of education. And most importantly, even the teachers who have produced you, the students from school, have done that because of education. At this age, you are very vulnerable. There are higher institutions of learning which are mushrooming everywhere. Check well before you waste your 2-3 years there. And tell everybody to do that. We are now using you as a mustard seed, which will grow and bring branches where very many people will come and sit. The head teacher of Katakwi High School, you have made us very proud with the A in biology. Man is born free, but is everywhere in chains. That means that the freedom we are talking about now is vain. That we are going to the university, we are now going to have freedom. It is not freedom. It is freedom that comes with responsibility. Don't stop at you are right, but also go beyond that and ask, what about the right of the teacher? What about the right of my parent? What about the right of the university administration? What about the right of government? What about the right of the cultural leaders? How about the rights of the religious leaders? So you are now at the age where you should look at things in a very wide spectrum. Don't allow, as it has already been said, to be swayed by peer pressure. So I want to thank also the President. As you can see that from Magoro, Angisa, up to Obratum, we can now sleep in our homes, which we never used to do. We used to sleep in the bush. The people have now returned to sleep in their homes. Time will come when all schools of Katakwi district will produce first grade at all levels. And that's what we are looking at. That's why these motivational meetings are taking place every year. P7, S4, S6, P7, S4, S6. It is to motivate the teachers, the parents, and you, the students, to spread the message to all others that is possible. One of the reasons why you are now here is because of discipline. You are very disciplined. So now what we are saying is that continue with the same discipline, but also by osmosis, let the discipline spread to other people, other peers of yours, through osmosis. So that we get more A's, you spread the discipline, you show the world that wisdom or knowledge does not fly in the compound of the school, but it is in the brain of the learner and the teacher. Managing to produce the only A in the whole of TESO, working TESO Kere. So you now stand as a model for the whole region. I thank you for doing your work very diligently. Teaching is a service. Teaching is a sacrifice. I call upon all the teachers to take teaching as a noble job. We want after 2 years, 3 years, all this very crop to graduate from somewhere. I want to thank the parents for the commitment. Educating a child up to this level is so, it calls for a lot of commitment. I want to request you parents to continue knowing that parenting is permanent. Even when your children grow gray hair, you continue parenting them. Continue blessing them and continue paying attention to them.
Today, thousands are gathered at Mengo Palace to participate in the 70th Kabaka birthday run. Although the early morning heaven pour partially disrupted the schedule, it did not deter runners. His Majesty, the Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II, flagged off the runners in different prices of 20, 10 and 5 kilometers. Watch.
Amidst heavy downpour, runners from various parts of Buganda and Uganda have turned up in big numbers to participate in the Kabaka's 70th birthday run at Lubiri Mengo. Roads leading to Palace looked red, a robe worn by people as a birthday kit. Towards 7 a.m. in the morning, the Kabaka's convoy entered the palace amidst mammoths of people on roadsides waiting for him. His Majesty Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II flagged off runners in different races of 20, 10 and 5 kilometers. The Katikiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Maiga, commended people for their enthusiasm and expressed appreciation for their large turnout and encouraged all to continue working together to ensure the success of Buganda and the kingdom at large.
We appreciate the unity exhibited by the people of Buganda and our friends celebrating the Kabaka's 70th birthday. And if we work together, a lot can be achieved, especially in the area of health, particularly the objective of banishing HIV out of Uganda. So I thank everyone who has run. I thank the media houses. I thank everyone who has directly or indirectly contributed to the success of the Kabaka's birthday run 2025.
Maiga urged men to take the lead in the fight against HIV and AIDS for Uganda to achieve the target of ending AIDS by 2030.
We appreciate the partners and all the people of Buganda and our friends who have joined us to celebrate the Kabaka's birthday, but also to work together to banish HIV/AIDS out of our country.
The chairperson of Buganda Parliamentary Caucus, Mohamed Mwanga Chivumbi, called upon government to addressing areas concerning health.
As an economist, I see billions of dollars, I see millions of dollars, I see tourists, I see flashing hotels, I see a busy airport, and I think central government should carefully look at what potential there is in Kabaka's run.
The Kabaka's birthday run is a good signal to government, if at all they can understand. One, you collect money, people have contributed money, they have put on their jerseys, celebrate 70 years of our Kabaka, but all the money is given to people to treat them against sickle cell, against AIDS, with no corruption. Why don't we put this money, why don't you get PDM? With the creation funds, give them this money to institutions like Buganda Kingdom. They will put in good use and we avoid the thieves.
However, this particular cause falls under enabling giving, where we come out as I&M Bank and contribute to this noble cause. We all know that the Kabaka, His Royal Highness the King of Buganda, Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi, is a goodwill ambassador for UNAIDS in Africa. So we come together to support eradicate HIV/AIDS. We've seen the numbers as shared by the UNAIDS leadership team in Uganda. We've seen that the numbers have significantly come down. However, we still have more work to do.
Airtel Uganda's representative David Birungi noted that despite the rain, the mood of the crowd remained upbeat.
This Kabaka birthday run edition, like the three before it, was for a fight against HIV/AIDS, with a focus on men leading the fight, because we believe that there's no family that has not been affected by HIV/AIDS, and the Kabaka is the goodwill ambassador for UNAIDS on the African continent, and we have a duty to support the work that he has asked us to do.
Sada Mubale, Andrew Sebira, UBC News.
In different parts of the country, Kabaka Ronald Muenda Mtebi's subjects, mainly those who couldn't make Tulubiri at Mengo, turned up to join in the birthday run. Take a look as Onyango reports.
The director for mobilization in the NRM party, Dr. Rosemary Seninde, was among the Kabaka's loyalists who participated in this year's birthday run.
Era ffe abasajja tuli basaale nnyo okulwanyisa ekirwadde kya mukenenya.
We want to congratulate him, we want to thank God for his life, and we want to thank God for his energy and his contributions to the country. I want to thank the people of Uganda who have contributed, and all the members and all the people of Uganda who have actually contributed to this run, because the contribution towards this run is aimed at helping in the HIV and AIDS treatment and helping our people with HIV and AIDS.
Mu bisinde gya Ssaabasajja Kabaka tubaddewo bulungi nnyo ddala, twakedde tubaddewo, njagala okwebaza Kaggo, njagala okwebaza abaddusi bonna, njagala okusaasira bonna abafunye ebizibu. Mbadde nziruka emisinde ate era nga ndiwo n'okulaba nti tujjanjaba.
Seninde, who ran alongside the kingdom's officials, was part of the Kasangati team.
The king has come up with this activity aimed at helping our young people, helping our people in this fight against HIV and AIDS. There is no way we can continue fighting against HIV and AIDS if we are not careful. So I call upon the young people to remember HIV and AIDS has no treatment yet, has no cure. There is some treatment, but there is no cure. So we must be cognizant of that.
In Ntinda, a suburb of Kampala, residents were led by their chairperson, Alan T. Sentumbwe.
Ntinda Parish for joining in this fight against AIDS by participating in Kabaka's birthday run of 2025. I want to congratulate the Kabaka for making 70 years and wish him long life. I appeal to all to go for check-up.
The team camped at Ntinda KCC Primary School to participate in the run.
The Kabaka, to see that he has come out to fight HIV, AIDS. The initiative is that by 2030 we should not have any HIV. Now I want to ask the appeal to men to take the lead.
We shall continue celebrating his birthday and support in the fight of AIDS.
In Michana district, Singo County, the Kabaka's birthday run was also well embraced. Minister for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Judith Nabakova, morale boosted the king's subjects.
Kalangalo abasobodde okuba nti mwetabye emisinde gy'amazaalibwa ga baffe egy'emyaka 7 egy'obulamu bwe, era mbeebaza nti mwebala omutima gwe mundaze. Mbasaba tweyongere mu maaso okuwagira Obuganda n'okuwagira gavumenti tusobole okuba nti twetuusaako enkulaakulana ey'omuggo mu Kalangalo waffe ne Mityana yaffe.
This was the same momentum in Mbale City as many took part in the 70th birthday run.
Abakulakulana batusalako obuyambi, so twebereramu nga twesolonzaamu ssente nga tuyita mu misinde gino tubeere nti tuyambako okumalawo mukenenya.
Uganda neyamba okuseserayizinga abantu nekunganya ssente zino kwaba olwezikunganya eziwa eddwaliro olwezikunganya ina AIDS Commission kitegeeza nti bali kulwanyisa akalwadde kano.
The birthday run is an annual event on the Kingdom's calendar, and for this one it is the 12th time. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
As Kampala grapples with being one of the top 10 most polluted cities in Africa, Kira Motors is offering a sustainable solution to the transportation challenges facing the city. According to Shaban Senyange, the corporate affairs manager at Kira Motors, the plant's innovative approach is not only addressing the urgent need for public transportation, but also contributing to a greener future. The company's plant in Jinja is now not just producing buses, it is reimagining the future of transportation in Uganda and setting an example at the continent.
10 years ago,
Kira Motors was little more than a bold idea sketched on paper. Today, at the Ginger plant, you can watch Uganda's first homegrown vehicles come to life, stage by stage. What started as a visionary concept a decade ago has now become a vital part of Uganda's push towards industrial self-sufficiency and environmental sustainability.
Through what this machine basically does.
The head of design and engineering at Kira Motors, Joel Kutesa Mlwana, leads us to tour the plant. It is alive with the hum of machinery. The precision of workers shaping steel into functional vehicles.
So the machine shop or the parts making workshop is what helps us achieve these brackets. You find that maybe this one is holding a thrust rod or some component of an axle. You make it here right from the design, and then you feed these machines that are CNC enabled with a CAD file.
The body shop. Here, sheets of raw steel are transformed into the framework of bus doors, floors, and roofs carefully cut, shaped and welded. Workers inspect every piece with a keen eye, ensuring the frame can handle Uganda's rugged terrain. The assembly process moves to the chassis line, where the electric motor, axles, and batteries are integrated into the bus skeleton.
So this particular station is what begins the welding attachment of the steel plate pieces. So you attach the door plates, the base plates, the underbody plates. So it's basically plates for this entire line. At the end of this line, we basically have what they call a body in white ready for the paint shop.
Here, each bus undergoes a meticulous process of rust-proofing and coating, ensuring they are ready for the demands of both the environment and daily use. Before any bus hits the road, it goes through boot camp. Engineers drive it over a rough test track to shake out any flaws. From here, we head to the water intrusion test booth. The goal is to evaluate the effectiveness of the vehicle's sealing systems, roof integrity, and overall water resistance.
We are at the water intrusion test booth, where Kira Motor vehicles go through a simulated downpour, and for there to be checks of is there a leakage, is there a drainage, is the drainage good, and overall weatherproofing. And so far so good. We haven't seen any leakages, there's no rain in the vehicle, and I think we're doing well
with Kampala consistently ranking among the most polluted cities in Africa. The company's electrical buses provide a cleaner alternative to traditional fuel-powered vehicles.
One of the key challenges into the world right now is climate change, and addressing that is very important. So providing sustainable mobility solutions is very important to us, and it's key to what we do as Kira Motors Corporation. And just to really give into perspective, ever since we launched our products, we've been able to save about 1,000 tons of carbon dioxide. So with that amount, we've been able to substitute about 300,000 liters of fuel. If you quantify that, that is about 1.5 billion Uganda shillings. So in terms of saving the environment, but also in terms of efficiency when it comes to the pocket, which is very important, this is really the way to go.
One of the most striking aspects of Kira Motors operations is its commitment to gender inclusivity. Women at the plant are involved in more than just administrative roles. They play an integral part in the manufacturing process itself.
This means that women are able to take part in revolutionizing the transport sector in Uganda. I call upon the women out there to take up the opportunities the Kira Motors Corporation offers.
Sharon Kyomugisha, Samuel Senono, UBC News. In more stories, a member of parliament and seasoned policymaker, the ruling party NRM Michael Mawanda, has officially declared his intention to contest for a top position. Mawanda told GBC that he seeks to join the NRM Central Executive Committee as vice chairperson for Western Uganda. Okurut has a detailed report on the story.
I am a member of parliament for Igara East Constituency, Bushenyi District, on the ticket of NRM. I am also a founder member of Patriotic League of Uganda, and at the same time, the director for mobilization for Patriotic League of Uganda.
From the corridors of parliament to the terrains of Western Uganda, Michael Mawanda Maranga is craving for a reputation as a results-driven leader. He wants to join the Central Executive Committee of the ruling National Resistance Movement as vice chairperson for Western Uganda.
We are transiting from the old generation to the new generation, and we have to be very careful. If we handle it very well, Uganda will be stable forever. If we handle it differently, we might face challenges in the future. Now, for me to be able to serve Ugandans better, I need to be at the policy-making body, which is the apex of the NRM party.
A respected economist, businessman, and education advocate, Mawanda has been a consistent figure in the push for institutional accountability and regional empowerment.
You very well know where the NRM has got this country from. In 1970, Singapore and Uganda were at the same level in terms of development and economics. But because Uganda remained in various wars and Singapore remained peaceful and stable, right now Singapore is a first world country. Uganda is, we are struggling to become a middle income, a lower middle income country. Assuming we had not faced any challenge from 1971, where would Uganda be? We would be very far.
Mawanda's campaign could be themed on leadership rooted in action. He has already begun to energize NRM structures across the Western region, a position currently held by ICT and National Guidance Minister, Dr. Chris Baryomunsi.
We have had a problem with the youth as NRM, to a certain extent or to a certain level. There has been a disconnect between the youth and NRM as a party. That is why when we started our movement, MK movement, the first people to join us was the first group of people to join us was the youth. And they're expressing their discomfort, which is not a very big problem. Their problems can be solved, but they just want to be listened to. And you see, we want to handle politics to a level where there is constant touch.
With the NRM gearing up for a crucial season of internal elections, Michael Mawanda's entry into the SEC race adds new weight and energy to the contest.
I have traversed the whole of this country. We have gone and talked to people without money, and they have listened. We have given them hope, and hope is there because NRM, to be very precise, NRM has built a strong foundation. It will be very, very, very difficult for another political party to uproot NRM. Forget what is being written in the social media.
Henry Okrut, UBC.
This year's General Muhoozi Kainerugaba's birthday will be marked with a marathon aimed at deepening climate change awareness campaigns across the country. The call comes at a time when the country is grappling with the adverse effects of irresponsible environmental protection. Viola and Virgil have a detailed report on this story.
Construction and agriculture continue to happen within wetland zones. It's common to see drainage systems choked with plastics and other forms of waste. The recent floods in the city destroyed a lot of property on top of killing lives. Based on this, the Patriotic League of Uganda will hold the MK Birthday Marathon. The run will be themed on a deepening environmental protection awareness campaign and the need to have a resolve on safeguarding the environment.
We chose climate change theme as the theme for 51st birthday run of our general, because of recent we have had adverse effects of climate change, which we need to use community-based approaches to make people know about the adverse effects. People are seeing floods, people are being affected by heat waves, people are being affected by malaria more, people are getting mental health issues because of climate change.
The organizing committee for MK's birthday run had paid a courtesy visit at the House of Prayer Ministries International in Chikoni Makiriri to spread the message of this upcoming marathon. General Muhoozi's birthday set for 13th April 2025 at Kololo Independence Grounds deviates from that one of previous years, with now a focus on mitigating climate change through this planned marathon.
We are here to send a message to the masses, to all Ugandans, to come and participate in General MK's birthday marathon, because it is important in various aspects. But one of the aspects is the theme of the birthday run. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba has decided that this time round he is not going to go for probably lavish parties, for probably this and that. He is particular in this. He has chosen to fight the adverse effects of climate change, and he has a package that he is bringing to the Ugandans, and he is going to unveil that program which we call Greening Uganda and MK Climate Change Mitigation Plan.
Crispus Arinitwe, Vaila Nabasa, UBC News.
Minister Jim Muhoozi, the Minister for Security and Member of Parliament for Bujumbura County, attended the installation of Chabugashi Church of Uganda Archdiakon. The ceremony, which took place at Chabugashi High, was a significant moment in the life of Church of Uganda. Take a look as Kenneth reports.
Minister Jim Muhoozi's attendance was to offer his congratulations to the newly installed Archdeacon. The Minister for Security, Jim Muhoozi, expressed his commitment to supporting the community and the Church of Uganda.
Kandi Bishop yayansi imbere ibintu ni gukora so muze kunyetenga muze kunyetenga numanya icyo gukora.
The installation ceremony was attended by church leaders, committee members and other dignitaries. Mr. Muhoozi, who also serves as the Bujumbura County Member of Parliament, had initiatives that promote development and unity in the area.
Government itira ubutuma muhangu umutungura imbera y'abantu bitukwita socio-economic transformation. PDM, Parish Development Model, imuri kureba ni program ya government yokwenda kurafya intungu.
The 60th Bishop of North Kigezi Diocese, Bishop Onesmus Asimwe, installed a new Archdeacon for Chabugashi Church of Uganda. Bishop Asimwe emphasized unity and collaboration within the church.
So, my brother, build on that foundation. Yes, leave politics to the generals. Leave politics, the generals. Hati waenda kukora ebya generals move. You see, leave politics to the politics.
He also shared his vision for the future of North Chikes Diocese, focusing on spiritual growth, community development, and social welfare.
Build on that. Build on the foundation who is Christ Jesus.
The newly installed Archdeacon Katushabe Amos says that he will play a key role in supporting the diocese's mission and promoting unity among church members.
Kanisa ejo ninche tugizire plan, we are developing it. Neza kombe kwa ituronzire bilionina mweno tuza kutandika na workshops wetenga ibintu bingi no kutaho ebindi nk'ebitu abakorire kachinga.
He encouraged the congregation to work together in promoting the church's mission and values. Story compiled by Kenneth Tanaba for UBC News.
In more news, Uganda Women Media and Centenary Foundation has provided free medical services to survivors of gender-based violence to ease access to health services. This is in response to a Uganda Demographic and Health Survey 2022, where 56% of Ugandan women face physical violence and 22% enduring sexual abuse. Take a look.
According to the Uganda Demographic and Health Survey 2022, the country faces a widespread GBV crisis, with 56% of women experiencing physical violence and 22% suffering sexual violence. The Sauti 116 helpline receives around 1,000 daily calls, 90% involving child abuse, necessitating enhanced interventions and accessible support services. Gender-based violence causes health crisis, psychological trauma, heightened STI risks and chronic conditions, thereby necessitating intervention strategies. Despite government initiatives, GBV victims face persistent barriers to access services, financial burdens, stigma, and specialized care. The Uganda Women Media and Centenary Foundation organized the Healthy Camp to GBV survivors. The initiative was to bridge the gap in access to healthy care services and empowering affected individuals to healing and recovery.
We support their economic empowerment through lifelong skills, vocational skilling, but also apprenticeships, business coaching, as well as supporting their groups. Those are village saving and loan association groups. So we mentor them, we provide them with startup kits for their businesses. But first of all, they have to undergo through vocational training for a minimum of 3 months.
Want to get health family planning services, and some of them are costly when they go to the private health facilities to get them. So we thought that it is important to extend such services, and we have gotten them here at free in partnership with Maristops International. So we feel that there is need to have such services extended to the people, because health is a very, very important issue. We focus on SDG 5, which is gender equality, as Uganda Media Women's Association.
Bantu Machabe Semambo, Mike Bakabulinde, UBC News.
Unlocking the potential of youth in the face of the growing unemployment dilemma requires the need for innovation in tackling societal challenges. An entrepreneur, Issa Sechito, told the 3rd Annual Student Convention at Metropolitan International University that students can turn their limited resources into impactful businesses. Katamba has a detailed report.
This year's theme, Unlocking Youth Potential in the Face of Unemployment, would address students' expectations as they navigate the job market.
Unlocking youth potentials in the face of unemployment dilemma. So it has been a day for knowledge sharing. A lot of knowledge has been shared to our students, which will help them in their operations. 2, another objective, we normally get complaints from the employers, especially these 21st century graduates.
An entrepreneur, Issa Sechito, shared insight on how students can turn their limited resources into impactful businesses as they save to invest in available opportunities.
Until you save, you cannot develop. And it should be timed. If you are at a piece of work where you have worked for more than 5 years and you are not saving anything for any development, pray to your God and change a piece of business, because you will remain poor for as long as you cannot save. Because it is what you save that increases your prosperity to consume. It is one that pushes your effective demand.
The Deputy Academic Registrar, Mutes Catherine, emphasized that young people should take charge of their future to thrive in challenging environments.
And this convention is held annually, and it is aimed at preparing our students in different dynamics of the work world. At this particular juncture, we are preparing our students for internship, and this convention actually helps them to unlock their skills, their potentials, as they prepare to go out there for internship.
Ronnie Mlongo from the Private Sector Foundation emphasized discipline in fostering sustainable economic growth.
There's a lot that you have to desire. You get soft skills, you get hard-on skills, just on top of what you have already got from the university. This prepares you. This prepares your mind. So you have to have a nice mindset change into the work environment. And this gives you an opportunity over others who are not yet prepared for it.
The issue of knowledge acquisition, so that you understand the world in which we are. For instance, at the moment, the issue of finances, very critical things. You have to be financially literate. So this is what I want to tell the young man out there. There is no limit for you. Your God-given potential is immense. You're destined to succeed, but commit to work hard and be focused. Stay positive. Don't be shut down by the noises around us.
Robert Katamba for UBC News.
The UNEP supervisor in charge of the Wiaga area in Kagadi district, Ramadan Nyondo Barongo, has urged learning institutions to integrate employable skills into their curriculum through project formulation and implementation. He says that the implementation of the new curriculum has enabled students to be more creative. Sorry about that. We'll have the story later on. Dr. Patrick Wakida was chief guest at school debate in Chibuku district to address poor academic performance in schools. Dr. Wakida donated exercise books to motivate the students, and while 2 government schools and 1 private schools were awarded balls.
Like Wakiso and Kampala lead PLE performance rankings due to better infrastructure and parental involvement, while districts such as Kibuku and Karamoja still lag.
When UNEB released the results for BLE, Kibuku district performed poorly. So as the key stakeholders in the district, we had a serious engagement and we tried to find out what exactly happened. We sent a team to the field to find out. That team presented a report and we realized that there were some gaps.
We have few teachers. Mr. RDC, I visited my primary school in Dodoi. They have about 1,300 children, 1,300 children. When I asked them how many teachers do you have, they told me they had 23 teachers. I imagined the average number of children before this teacher. And we must work with you to ensure that the government posts teachers to these communities.
Experts attribute this disparity to resource gaps and socio-economic challenges in rural areas.
It is an initiative by government to provide meals come July this year. But for now, we have been encouraging parents to feed the children at school. Because an empty stomach, you cannot educate a child on an empty stomach.
But in my opinion, I would like to change the motion to its opposite and say that
The first intervention is to foster critical thinking and improve literacy skills at primary school level.
When you come back home, Does your mom know what you've studied? The answer is no. Now we must start to think about how can we replace that gap and therefore have this parent who can sit with the children and educate these children and support them to do homework.
The best performing students at the debate were awarded. Wadulo Arnold Mark, UBC News in Kibuku District.
Butebo district, created in 2017, has made significant strides in infrastructure development and governance since its inception. UBC talked with key on established local governance structures and hiring relevant human resource in schools and health facilities. Take a look.
We should combat this when the person is presenting with these primary symptoms, the headaches,
Butebo is conducting training starting April 4th to 16th of 2025 to address yellow fever and malaria through vaccination awareness. At least 50 trainers are being equipped to implement awareness and immunization campaigns.
Most of our patients in the disease burden in the district is malaria, caused by malaria. When you visit all these health centers, they will tell you it is malaria which is the most common disease. So let us embrace all these interventions to ensure that malaria is reduced in the district, use proper use of mosquito nets, and then also ensuring that we embrace indoor residual spraying.
In education, efforts are being made to upgrade school facilities to address a growing population of learners amidst resource constraints.
Because some of our learners are still learning under mango trees, under trees which are within the compound. So we are moving forward in attempting to address that's the challenge of lack of classrooms in the schools. But the other one is also having staff houses constructed, because we feel that if a teacher stays within the school, then one, the teacher will be in position to attend to the learners in time.
Meanwhile, various water projects are underway to improve water access for residents, phasing out borehole and introducing tap water in villages.
The district has introduced this project, and it has installed in 4 facilities of government: at the district headquarters, at the health center 4, and also the health center in Nasureta, and now this is the 4th. And there are plans to extend into other areas.
There are concerns about school attendance due to parental negligence. Parents do not contribute for school feeding, which affects regular attendance. Butebo comprises 17 sub-counties, 5 town councils, and 12 sub-counties, with a population of over 111,762 people. Wadulo Arnold Mark in Butebo district.
Come on, mo pocket, tambula body street, shoes are my target. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. I'm in a plantation, but on a global mission, internet ambition, full condition. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. Oro cash is gone, netaga yo karoni, nigga mukafoni, money in the zone. We are what? Unstoppable. We are what? Unstoppable. We are good.
With you and MTN together, our ambition is unstoppable.
We are what? Unstoppable!
Buza Commissioner, enhancing tax education and bringing it closer to the taxpayers. Many Ugandans have questions about the taxes they pay to URA.
When we come at revenue, they tell us to clear Chitenge at 10,000. And when we are selling chitenge, we sell it at 17. So we don't know whether we are working or not.
Understanding your tax obligations can help you grow your business and avoid unnecessary losses. Now, you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Buza Commissioner.
According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Census Report of 2016, in Uganda, 12.4% of the population, about 4.5 million, live with a disability. Limited access to ICT and assistive technologies increases digital disparities, prompting UCOSAF's aim to promote digital inclusiveness for persons with disabilities. The ICT for People with Disability program aims to improve the accessibility of education and technology for persons with disabilities and promote their full and effective participation in society. UCOSAF is implementing this program through the creation and maintenance of an online observatory for persons with disabilities intended to link persons with disabilities with service providers and different programs that empower them, and provision of adaptive tools that enhance their quality of life through ICTs and digital skilling.
Welcome to our sports stories. Defending champions of Uganda Netball League have started the new season with a loss against rivals KCCA. Now, this was a shock of the day as the league returned after a 2-year lapse. Take a look as Malaika reports.
The Uganda Netball Women's Super League has returned to action after nearly a 2-year lapse with 4 exciting fixtures at Nachivubo Stadium. UCU Angels set the tone with a convincing 54-35 victory over new league entrants Dynamite Netball Academy, earning a spot at the top of the table in match week 1. However, the day's most captivating matchup was a clash between record champions National Insurance Corporation and KCCA Netball Club. In a now-beating encounter, KCCA Netball Club edged out Nick 40-39 to the victory. Fred Mugera's KCCA team got off to a flying start, winning the first quarter 11-10 after an impressive goal-shooting accuracy of Shadia Nasanga, who had just returned from the Malaysian League. The Kasasiro girls maintained their momentum in the second quarter, with center player Nakazwe Brenda controlling the tempo of the game. Nick, who failed to win the trophy in the previous season, will now face a tough challenge as they visit defending champions Prison Netball Club on match day 2. Meanwhile, KCCA will take on Busia Greater Lions. Naba Chibidorin Malaika for UBC News.
That's all we had for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching UBC News Tonight with me, Sharon Kyomugisha, at 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. God bless you. Have a lovely night, a great week ahead of you. Bye-bye.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.